Okay, I think we're good. Just wanted to test out the logistics. I know that has absolutely nothing to do with wielding a, with using a headset, but well, there you go. So, my camera was telling me that, hey, it's really bright in your room. I know you can see me. There we go. But yeah, my camera was saying, it's so bright in your room. Because the way my TV is set up, it sits on the parallel wall from my window. So the light that comes into my room... light that comes into my room just happens to be the same light that happens to... that, goes straight into my TV. And I don't have any curtains, but... oh well. But, ladies and gentlemen, you have read the title right. Firstly, yo Goblin, what's going on? I hope you had a good Christmas. Or good holidays with your family. So, here we are. As the title says, the Wolf-Orc of Skyrim. Or did I put Whiterun? I forget. I literally just forgot my own title I just put up a couple of seconds ago. Yep, Whiterun, there we go. But I'm doing good, Goblin. So, what we're going to do is, I did say that I was going to make a werewolf character and a vampire character to see how they correlated into VR. So, what better place to do that than to play as my orc character that I already have made and turn him into a werewolf, while I'll probably turn my Omni-Wizard character, I'll probably turn him into a vampire. Due to the pursuit of unlimited power, I mean the prospect of becoming a vampire that'll have access to even more power, it kind of coincides with that a little. So, we're here in Jorvaskr now, and now we got to join the companions. So now we gotta talk to Codlac Whitemane. Yes, man, it was great. Sadly could not go to my father, but it was great anyway. How was your Christmas? Did you get anything good this year? Oh, I got exactly what I wanted. I'm gonna be honest with you. As I've grown up, me wanting stuff for Christmas the list of me wanting things for Christmas has grown less and less. It's grown to the point where I don't really need anything for Christmas except to be with my family. I mean, I have a job, so it kind of cuts out the middleman of having people actually buy stuff for me because I get it on my own. So I'm just perfectly alright just spending a Christmas with my family, and that's it. I don't need anything. And if anything, the one thing I wanted for Christmas was for you guys, all my viewers, all my subscribers, to have a wonderful Christmas, if you celebrate it, of course. That was my big thing. So if anything, I really hope that you guys did have one.
Brother and I, obviously. But I don't know if the rest will go along quite so easily.
Hi, gentlemen.
Leave that to me. A stranger comes to our hall.
I wish to join the companions and become a mass-murdering werewolf, if you please. I said that in my head. You didn't hear that.
Would you now? Here, let me have a look at you. Yes, perhaps. A certain strength of spirit.
Yes, very true. Family is just the best, and well, I also got Witcher. Yes, I remember. During my Borderlands stream, you said you got Witcher 3. Game of the Year edition. I still haven't gotten any of the DLC for Witcher 3, despite how phenomenal it is.
Perhaps this isn't the time.
I might have to do that later.
I've never even heard of this outsider.
Sometimes the famous come to us. Sometimes men and women come to us to seek their fame. It makes no difference. What matters is their heart.
And their arm.
Of course. How are you in battle, boy?
I can handle myself. I have much to learn. Well, since my dude is low level, let's play Ignorance.
That's the spirit. Vilkas here will get started on that. Vilkas, take him out to the yard and see what he can do.
Aye.
So, when Vilkas trains you, yes, I'm very excited. I heard it was one of the best RPGs from this decade. Dude, it is a phenomenal game. One of the top best games ever made, to be quite honest. And this is just the base game. If you add on all the DLC that comes with it, it just enhances its already Game of the Year worthy potential. I mean, when you hear games being made by the people that make The Witcher, CG Project Red to be exact, they have a almost spotless track record. I don't know where the spot comes from, but when you say CG Project Red, you know that you got yourself a very good, worthwhile project.
I haven't seen you before, have I? Have we met?
The old man said to have a look at you. So, let's do this. Just have a few swings at me so I can see your form. Don't worry, I can take it.
Move.
Never should have come here.
I could take it.
Not bad. Next time won't be so easy. You might just make it. But for now, you're still a whelp to us, new blood. So you do what we tell you.
Fine.
Here's my sword. Go take it up to Yorland to have it sharpened. And be careful. It's probably worth more than you are.
Don't you talk to me like that. But for now, we'll play along. We'll act like we don't know what we're doing. We're new to the companions. Ooh. I really want to get to the part where... It's not going to take long to get to the whole werewolf part of this quest line. Might be able to complete this entire quest line today. If I move fast enough.
I'm guessing you're the newcomer then.
Uh-huh.
Oh, don't worry too much about it. They were all whelps once.
Actually, I really like the companion quest line. I just...
Don't always just do what you're told. Nobody
really like werewolves. Yes, I like the werewolves too. I wish they benefited more from certain things.
Well, I'm not sure how they've managed it.
Like, I know if you could become a vampire lord, you get necklaces and rings that help enhance your vampire lord form. Oh, and I just remembered, there actually is some things that can help enhance your werewolf. It's in Solstheim, though. There's a pack of werewolves themselves that can sell you items that can enhance your werewolf to do certain things, like certain rings or certain necklaces that make time go in slow motion when you turn into a werewolf, or the ability to regenerate health as a werewolf. I forgot that got items like those. Never mind.
I have a favor to ask.
I'm not even paying attention to what this Yorland dude is saying. I just immediately came to my mind that, hey, there's stuff for werewolves so I can regenerate during combat or go in slow time when I turn into a werewolf. I think there's more items, but it's been so long since I've been to Solstheim that I can't really remember.
That's a good man.
Alright, now we need to bring Ayla her shield. Totems and yes, rings from the Solstheim werewolves. There is actually a mod for it too. Land of the Moon, I think it was. Huh, then I might have to check that out on my regular version of Skyrim, since this one doesn't support mods. Alright, so now we need to talk to Ayla. Let's actually set this as the main quest here. And this is yet another character that I haven't even started the main quest on. I haven't even gotten to Dragon's Reach. But the beauty of this game is you can put off the main story mission off for so long that you could literally do everything else in the game but the main story. And then you could probably go into the game with maxed out gear and just breeze through it. Or you could do what I did, make a one-punch man and just breeze through that just by punching stuff. Just a thought. Madam Ayla.
If you wish to hunt with me, your feet need... Ah, good. I've been waiting for this. Wait, I remember you. So the old man thinks you've got some heart, I guess.
Apparently.
I saw him training in the yard with Vilkas.
Ah, yes. I heard you gave him quite a thrashing.
Don't let Vilkas catch you saying that.
Do you think you could handle Vilkas in a real fight?
We must be modest.
Ah, a man of action.
Exactly.
Here, let's have Farkas show you where you'll be resting your head.
Farkas. Did you call me?
Of course we did, Icebrain. Show this new blood where the rest of the whelps sleep.
New blood? Oh, I remember you.
Hi.
Come on, follow me.
Haven't seen your face
himself
before.
wouldn't have the patience to
watching
deal with all the rabble around here.
Follow him to our quarters. But first, I'm going to read what you just said. Alright. I have had the mod for quite some time, but I haven't gone to Solstheim yet. I feel if I want to get the most out of my werewolf form, I'm going to have to find a nice, quiet
Ella
town
like to tease me, but
and
they're
eat
good
the people there.
They challenge us.
Of course, I need to
be
get
our
my
best.
hands on the ring of Hircine so I can turn into a werewolf an infinite
Nice to
number
have
of
a new
times
face
without
around.
having to wait.
It gets boring here sometimes.
Because
Him is going to take
if
I
you're
hope
gonna
we
play
can-
as a werewolf type,
It's gonna be a rough
if you're
life.
gonna RPG as a roleplay as a werewolf,
Pick up bed
that
and
ring
fall
is
in it.
necessary.
Delma will
Or
keep
if you
the
want to
place clean.
roleplay as a
She
werewolf
always
that has
has.
control over their transformations.
All right, so here you are. Looks like the others are eager to meet you. Come to me or Ayala if you're looking for work. Once you've made a bit of a name for yourself, Skjor and Vilkas might have things for you to do. Good luck. Welcome to the Companions.
Cue trophy.
By the way, if you're looking for something to do, we've gotten a letter about someone needing some muscle right here in Whiterun Hold. I don't know what the fight is about, and that's not our business anyway. I just need you to go out there, look tough, and scare this milk drinker into submission.
Okay.
No more than that. I don't want to hear about a killing, understand?
Yes, sir.
Go. Bring honor to yourself and the Companions. By the way, if you're looking for something to do,
I'm already doing something. Intimidate Idolaf Battleborn in Whiterun. So we gotta intimidate some people. And if we happen to beat them up, then, well, hopefully I don't kill them in the process. Not only will it get me a bounty, but it might lock me out of... Oh, hey, dude.
Come to me with questions. I know our history almost as well as Vignar by now. Except I can remember it.
Oh, they always trash talking. Oh yes, but that Ring of Hircine quest is bugged for me at least. How so? And he's outside right now, so let's find him. He's out here somewhere. I haven't boosted this character yet, like power leveled him a little bit, so I'm literally like bare bones. Oh yes, we get to beat him up! I never liked him. I don't like the Battleborns. They just seem so condescending. Yo, EGK! Hope you had a wonderful Christmas.
Weeks to find that thieves dead. I can't stop now, and I can't get the sword on my own.
then I say, well met, friend. I can tell you were a sharp one the moment
Let's
I laid
beef him
eyes
up a
on
little bit. Let's butter this ham before we cut it like a turkey. I've been sent to resolve a dispute.
you. You can't scare me into submission. Let's go. Come on, let's see what you're made of.
Someone do something. Give me your money.
You will never beat me in a fist fight because I hit faster than everyone.
No, please.
You're tougher than you look. You got me, fair and square.
Know your place, Battleborn. You know what you have to do.
Fine, I'll take care of it. Just please leave me alone.
Alright, that's been taken care of. Onward to our next mission! Hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas. I did. Spending time with my family is that wasn't fair. You are Q the lightning puncher. Yeah, well, this is Skyrim. It's survival of the fittest.
Skjor says that I have the strength of ease.
Took care of the
Kinda fun
problem.
to push people around sometimes, isn't it? Good work, brother.
You're welcome, brother. Looking for
Skjor
work.
was looking for you earlier.
What does he
Don't
want?
know. He just said he needed to talk to you before.
And I
you
just
do
noticed that
anything else.
sometimes when I talk,
I don't like
my
making
headset
him
kind of
angry,
shakes a little
but
bit
there
from
is
the
some work for
vibrations
you
of my
if you
voice.
want it.
I was told I need to talk to you.
I'd be dead if not for Vignar. He took me in and helped me turn my life around.
There you are.
You wanted to see me?
I did. Your time, it seems, has come.
What time? I'd literally been here all but 5 minutes. How was I here long enough to have your time has come moments? How?
Last week, a scholar came to us. He said he knew where we could find another fragment of Wuuthrad. He seemed a fool to me, but if he's right, the honor of the companions demand that we seek it out.
Alright, first off, let's make sure this camera can see my hands. I know, I keep moving the things around. Just stop worrying about it. Oh, okay. Now I can read what you said previously about the Ring of Hersine. Oh yes, but the Ring of Hersine quest is bugged for me at least until I downloaded the unofficial patch mod. It's quite irritating because after the quest, the werewolf won't talk to me, so I don't get it. Don't know why the WW just won't talk to me to complete the quest. Oh, okay. Yeah, it wouldn't be a Bethesda game if it didn't have bugs in it. If it was, it probably wouldn't be Bethesda. It'd probably be another company. Speaking of another company, y'all heard the news about the Atlas game that was announced during the Game Awards?
This is a simple errand, but the time is right for it to be yours.
Like the Atlas game that's made from the makers of Ark. It was so hyped up to be their next big game. 40,000 players in one single server. Where you can build ships, and they literally, the gameplay trailer of it was made to look like it was supposed to be the next big thing from the Ark creators. Until people found out that it was just a reskin of Ark with very, very false advertising. Firstly, I'm pretty sure some of you may have seen videos of Ark gameplay. Ark gameplay and then some Atlas gameplay. They're both exactly the same, and the gameplay trailer is nothing like actually anything in the game. And I noticed one video where a person was playing Atlas, and they used the controller on PC, of course. They used the controller to scroll down to the menu. Then they scrolled down to an unseen menu on it, and they find the entire menu for Ark itself, complete with all the add-on options and all the things that you would see in a normal Ark game. And they charge $50 up front for this game at first. It's now dropped down to $24.99, but still, it is disappointing. How many game companies are going to try to outdo themselves for biggest disappointment of 2018? Meet you at Dustman's Cairn.
Don't delay, Shield brother.
I avoid going to Eastmarch if I can. Something in the air.
It really is. We got Bethesda, we got EA, and now we got the makers of Ark. It's like, EA says it should be like not even $10. I mean, Ark is, they're still selling, in some places they're still selling Ark for like $60, aren't they? Or has the price dropped down for it? Come to think of it, I haven't played Ark since me and my sister did that series a long time ago. But it's just got me wondering though, like, who's gonna be next up for biggest disappointing game company of the year? EA's all like, let's upset all of our players with this game. Bethesda says, hold my beer. Then they says, let's tick off and make fans upset of the Fallout series with Fallout 76. Oh, speaking of Fallout 76, have y'all heard about the Nuka Rum deal that's been going on with them? Apparently they said like, hey, we're making this Nuka Rum bottle that'll be exactly like the type of bottle that you see in Fallout. Come to find out that the bottle itself is nothing more than a generic bottle, and the Nuka-Cola bottle that we see advertised is a plastic case cover for the actual generic-looking glass bottle inside. So if you were to pull up Nuka Rum Dark, or Nuka Dark Rum, you would see that... Hold on, someone's calling me. Who is that? Since when do numbers have letters in them? No number is 15 characters long. What? I got my phone on silent, and I just see this random number pop up on my phone, and it's a long number, and the name of it is a whole bunch of numbers with a letter at the front. Excuse me, I don't know you. I don't know you! But yeah, the Nuka Dark Rum that you see advertised, like, even if you look it up and you see the bottle for itself, it looks like a classic Fallout bottle. But then there's a video showcasing how it's made, and you see that the case itself is just a big plastic cover split off in two halves to house a plastic generic bottle on the inside. And they were charging $80 for this. It's just like, how much deeper is Bethesda gonna go in the hole? Do you realize how bad this is gonna look for when they're trying to showcase off their new games, like, what is it, Starfield and Elder Scrolls? People are not gonna be really looking forward to it with all this discrepancy, all the lies, false advertising, the fact that they can't even market their own stuff right. Like, how is it that now, bugs aside, Skyrim is an awesome game. But I'm just wondering, how is it you can go from a game like this to Fallout 76 to being regarded as literally a company that no one really wants to buy games from? They were doing so well! Now they done dropped down to the likes of EA and false advertising, lying to their players, making a big old cash grab. Yeah, exactly, Goblin. They're only discrediting themselves. And you know how long it took me to realize that the Goblin, that your name is pretty much patterned off of the anime Goblin Slayer? It took me this morning to realize that your whole profile is, your profile name and profile picture is patterned off of Goblin Slayer, the anime. And I didn't notice that until I looked at, your profile. Until you left, like, I want to say, a comment somewhere on one of my videos that I made. I didn't notice it until this morning. I was just saying, Goblin Slayer, Goblin. And I've been looking at these clips of Goblin Slayer on YouTube all this time, and I never put two and two together. If it was a snake, it would have bit me. Oh no! They're awake. I need my sleeping weapons. Ah! Thank you. My weapons were out. I can't believe my weapons weren't out. Thank you. Mine. Sha-la-la! Yeah, I'm bringing that back. Go to sleep! How did a dragonfly get down here? Is there like an open space somewhere?
Hello? Is someone in the halls? I've come to cut you up. If you...
You are a good friend, man. Well, thank you, Goblin.
This looks like something I can take. Therefore... Ooh, a disenchanting table.
And since I'm coming here for the first time, I get to disenchant all this. Look at that! Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to hit you. Gone. Gone. Gone, 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 gone.
Necklace of water breathing. Novice hood. Novice robes. And novice robes of destruction.
And I'm prepared to level up again. Yay! Alright. Pull the switch.
Give me back my weapons! Give them back! They're mine! You mind pulling a switch
Now
somewhere?
look what you've gotten yourself into. No worries. Just sit tight. I'll find the release.
Enemies!
What was that?
It's time to die, dog. We knew you'd be coming. Your mistake, companion.
Which one is that?
Doesn't matter. He wears that armor, he dies.
What if I wore that armor?
Make for an excellent story.
None of you will be alive to tell it.
What do you mean? What? What was that? Hold up! That is the first time I've ever seen that happen. One of their own just stabbed their own guy in the face.
That's all you got?
How is he not dead? I'm about to say. You know, the first time I did this quest, I was kind of scared to come out of here because I didn't want that werewolf to run up on me.
I hope I didn't scare you.
No, I seen that for about the 6th time in this game's lifetime.
It's a blessing given to some of us. We can be like wild beasts. Fearsome.
Make me one!
Oh no. Only the Circle have the beast blood. Prove your honor to be a companion. Eyes on the prey, not the horizon. We should keep moving. Still the Draugr to worry about.
We're not going to talk about... Okay, so... What difficulty do I have this set on? Because it normally didn't take Farkas that long. Normally doesn't take him. Okay, so this is just on regular novice. Okay. There's a reason for that. I don't want to spend too much time hitting sword sponges. And Silver Sword, especially effective against undead. This is nice. Ooh, maybe I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take these Silver Swords because they'll be good against fighting against Draugr. And I wonder, do I have a grand... Sorry, keep burping a lot. My apologies. Do I have a Grand Soul Gem? That being said, I'll switch to using these because they'll be good against undead, but yeah, they'll be good against undead. Onigiri!
Someone there?
Onigiri! Alright, into the next room. We'll just keep chopping them up, eh, Farkas? Let's keep chopping them up! Chopping! Anything over here? Gold, 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 gold. Ah, gold, 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 gold. Sweet Adeline. Oh! Should silver not work on a dragon since they're basically undead? Technically they're fully brought back to life, like fully resurrected. So I don't think that they'll count as undead. Did anyone ever test that? Huh. I don't think it'll actually work on them. Because they're not reanimated, they are fully resurrected. So think Madara Uchiha after he breaks the summoning jutsu. Think Madara Uchiha after he forcibly breaks the reanimation jutsu. He's fully alive, fully flesh and blood breathing again. He's not just a simple zombie under the effects of a reanimation jutsu. Oh, I thought for a second that woke him up. I mean, the only thing that does increase damage against them is the Dragon's Bane sword from the Blade's hideout in the Skyhaven Temple. That sword is specifically made to fight dragons.
Over here.
Everybody slice those necks! How low can you go? Can you go down low? All the way to the throat? Bring it to the top. Like you're never gonna stop. Can you bring it to the top?
Hey.
Oh, sorry. I was dancing.
Get him. Kill him.
Y'all having fun down there? Hi. Bye. We'll let the Draugr sort them out. Sometimes I wish I could wait to get Dragon's Bane until I'm level... Until I am level 40, so it does a lot more damage, but I don't have that kind of patience. That's why I like to try and power level my people so I can get the maximum rewards from quests. I'm getting tangled up here. I like to power level them so I can get the best type of rewards early on. Alright, I don't have anything saved as a favorite. But I'm gonna go back to the war axes because they have bleed damage. Bleed damage! Woo! Done impaled that joker on your sword. You realize how strong you have to be to stab someone in the stomach to with enough force to lift them off the ground? Like Vlad the Impaler type strength. Why don't I keep going in here? My main objective is to become a werewolf so I can show it off to you guys in VR. Somebody's going to have their hands. Has got to have their hands on the key. How do you know of the key? Oh, and recently, speaking of key, and speaking of Davy Jones, I've been playing a lot of Kingdom Hearts. A lot of rechain of... Down, rat! Down, rat! A lot of rechain of memories. And I'm at the point... How did you jump up when I hit you downwards? How does that work? But I've been playing a lot of rechain of memories, and... Is this not the way I'm supposed to go? Ah, this is. Play a lot of rechain of memories. I've just finished Neverland, and I'm about to start the second Riku fight. But I think I'm just gonna, in order for me to fully get a fuller understanding of what's going on with Kingdom Hearts, I think I was just gonna watch someone talk about the whole synopsis of like the entire chronology of the game, rather than me try and play through the games. Now I will play the games, but in order for me to fully understand the story leading up to Kingdom Hearts 3, I'm probably just going to watch someone do a chronological... Down, rat! Chronological like a synopsis of the entire Kingdom Hearts story. So I'm still going to play the games, but for time's sake, I feel like I'm not going to finish every single pivotal game in preparation for 3. Is Kingdom Hearts fun? It seems weird to me. I never played any. Hold on. Let me read what all you said. Never played any. Yes, Kingdom Hearts is fun, but a lot of people will say, myself included, that the story itself is highly convoluted. I did not mean to rhyme that just now, but the story is extremely long, and it can be a kind of stock chock full of info that one can forget over time, me especially, since I played these games many years with many gaps of years in between, so I don't remember every single detail. But the game itself is fun. Think Final Fantasy, but you have the addition of having Disney characters in the game, and it's extremely fun. I think it's extremely fun. Long stories are good as long as they're good. People will say that the story of Kingdom Hearts is the whole main point of the game. Whole main point of the story is friendship conquers everything, and a lot of that kind of morals plays out through a lot of the games. But there's also the whole underlying story of the fact that there's dark versus light, and a lot of things happen. I mean, it's best to kind of view it for yourself, rather than, because I've never been entirely good with really big synopsises unless it's something that I know in and out of. But overall, the Kingdom Hearts series is a very good series, one we're highly anticipating when Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out next month, and I would recommend it if you're looking for a game that has RPG elements, lets you play around with Disney characters, go to different Disney worlds, and it has a lot to it. It's fun and it has a lot. Sorry if I can't put that into better words, but I'm a big Kingdom Hearts fan. Like, you guys seen the 2 Keyblades I had in the back of my room when I did that Kingdom Hearts 3 reaction. Werewolf Rush! Start naming my moves like an anime character. Wolf Flurry! Rush! Werewolf Rush!
Die, damn you!
Jump attack! Jump attack! This is Skyrim VR is the only Skyrim game you can actually do jump attacks in. I really wish that they would make Dragon's Dogma Online a game for us US players. Yeah! 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 Rush! 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 Oh! Shalala! I forgot one. Why you running? I just freaking love fantasy games. Yeah, I do too. But it looks like we're good here. Now to head back to the main area. Head back to Jorvaskr and proceed to gain our werewolf form. Because we're about to get in a couple of minutes. How long have I been streaming? I want to save up for Iceborne and maybe Titanfall 3. I'm not even at 45 minutes and I'm about to gain my werewolf form extremely soon. I think... But yes, Kingdom Hearts is definitely a gameplay series I say is worth checking out. But take your time with it, because the stories themselves are long. I've been playing Rechain of Memories for the longest now. Like, if I don't focus on trying to get perfect on everything, I'm pretty sure I can be done with the story before 3 comes out. Because it's my least liked of the series. I prefer the combat systems from the other games, but not the combat system of Rechain of Memories. It's all card-based, and I'm not a big fan of that. But the sooner I get that done, the sooner I can enjoy the magnificence of the other games, like Kingdom Hearts 2 and Dream Drop Distance and Birth by Sleep, and the 2.8 prologue. A lot of things I can enjoy once I get done with Rechain of Memories. Alright, back to Whiterun to deliver that piece of Wolf-Orc. Be known as an official member of the Companions and get my werewolf on! And this will be a perfect opportunity to see if turning into a werewolf takes off all your equipped items like it does in the previous version of Skyrim versus the updated version of Skyrim Special Edition for the PS4 and Xbox that keeps all your stuff on, so it's a lot less of a hassle of you trying to transform back and forth. So we're about to see.
You've been seeing,
and I'm doing hand gestures like you guys can actually see me, minus the, you know, armless hands here. Yo, Psycho Ghost Rider! How you been, man? Welcome to the stream. We're trying to be a werewolf, a lichen! You can be slaves or you can be lichens! So let's go ahead and proceed further. Hope you had I hope you had some had a good Christmas, my man, if you happen to celebrate it. I'm excited about being able to explore derelict. Ah, oh, come on, loading screen. You're the only way I'm able to read these full messages. Derelict places and space battles in the rail jack boarding enemy ships. It all seems so cool. Yo, I gotta say that out of all the developers that have been in that have been doing things in 2018, like Hello Games, I know some of you may not like No Man's Sky. Hold up. Some of you may not like No Man's Sky because of all the things that were promised we are just now getting this year. But I've been a fan of the series, and that's why I rebought the game. I traded it in when it got real boring, but I got it back when it started picking up with the updates and everything. But Hello Games has really stepped up their games to the point where the game of No Man's Sky, which was the biggest disappointment of 2016, has now become a game that people will openly talk about and says, like, hey man, I'm having fun with this game. But also DE, the developers of Warframe, they've really shown that you can create a AAA title game that is also free to play without trying to nickel and dime your players, without trying to manipulate them into buying any microtransactions, and giving you a full experience that everything in the game can be earned rather than, and it's grindy, the game is grindy, but it's not grindy to an annoying point. It's a good grindy. How is it that developers like DE are able to make a game like Warframe be the experience it is without falling into the whole monetization goals that EA and every other developer that seems to put microtransactions needlessly in games seem to be going after? How is it that a free-to-play game has more integrity than AAA titles that pretty much uses a budget far greater than what DE has? Still don't know how that's possible. Maybe it's because they actually think of the players rather than their investors? Could that be it?
I stand witness.
Gameplay over money? Who would think that? Integrity over stocks?
That the world might never overtake
the
us.
Very idea.
Would you raise your sword in his
And I'm talking about this as they're inducting me into the companions right now. I'm sorry.
And would you raise a mug in his name?
I would lead the song of triumph as our mead hall reveled in his stories.
Then the judgment of this
Hold on, let me read just say Goblin.
His heart beats with fury.
One
and
thing that
courage
sold me on DE is when you unintentionally made a sort of slot machine and they shut it down almost immediately because just one guy was spending over hundreds of bucks on it. Yes, it just shows you where their integrity lies. They could have left it in. They could have let this guy just continuously use the slot machine over and over, but they saw that, hey, this is a problem. This could be turned into like some sort of cash grab. We need to get rid of this because we don't want to be that guy. Versus EA, who will make you work 40 hours into a Star Wars game just to unlock a character that should be available at launch. And I know they kind of cut the price in half, but still. Why did you? Okay. Is it true that the kinds of werewolves? I'll read what you guys said after I talked with Kodlak.
No matter. Yes, it's true. Not every companion, though. Only members of the Circle all share the blood of the beast. Some take to it more than others.
What about you?
Well, I grow old. My mind turns towards the horizon, to Sovngarde. I worry that Shor won't call an animal to glory as he would a true Nord warrior. Living as beasts draws our souls closer to the Daedric Lord Hircine. Some may prefer an eternity in his hunting grounds, but I crave the fellowship of Sovngarde.
You're looking to cure yourself?
Yes, but it's no easy matter. But you don't need to share the worries of an old warrior. This day is to rejoice in your bravery. And speak to Yorland if you want a better weapon than whatever that is.
Alright, let's see what you guys said. Sony has made one of the biggest comebacks in the PS3 and 360 days. Yes, especially like with God of War and Spider-Man. Those two games alone, if that's not a reason enough to get a PlayStation 4, then I don't know what is. To be honest, I do like Battlefront 2 now, but I'm just a big Star Wars sucker. So am I, and at some point I'll probably re-get the game back. I think it's on sale right now for about $9 at Best Buy. I might actually go out today and get it, just so I can have it. I mean, I'm a big Star Wars sucker myself, despite how the game can be sometimes. I'm still a big Star Wars fan. So I might go out and get it and just re-add it to my collection again. It's only like $9.99, so it's nothing really. But still, these companies need to wisen up to the fact that, hey, we're not as dumb as you guys think we are. We know when you're trying to manipulate us into having us buy these little microtransactions for your... Why are you just standing there all creepy standing off in the corner in the dark, acting all like a creeper? Is you a creeper? Just a creeper? Just hanging out in the dark, staring at people.
Come to me with We've received a desperate missive. A citizen of Falkreath has been kidnapped. The companions have been asked for assistance, and we shall answer, particularly when the pay is as good as this. Get moving. I shudder to think what might happen if you're too late.
Exactly, and they're getting a lot more content, so hopefully it'll be okay now, but you never know with EA. Of course you don't. Always trust EA to put their investors and stocks before player needs. They only do player needs when it comes to straight up outcry. That's the reason why Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker were locked and they got their prices sliced in half. But I still don't like the fact that they're arcade, which is one way to get credits. It puts you into a cooldown where you have to wait several hours before you can earn credits again. You know, in a game that is not supposed to be pay to win. Unless, you know, you bought some of their crystal packs. And if you play in a match with people who have overpowered powers, that could be an incentive for you to buy some of their crystal packs. Because, you know, you got to have that edge. And then I hear about Fallout 76 having files into their game where there could be some microtransaction loot boxes that could give you boosts in the game, such as increased stamina and increased damage from loot boxes, it is worrying that loot boxes in games that should not have loot boxes in them are becoming so common nowadays. I don't want to buy a game then keep buying it because you want to give me a little something extra. Like if it's like a one-time DLC like Undead Nightmare or the DLC from The Witcher, or I'm trying to think of other good DLC in games. Like games, single-player games should not have loot boxes in them. I really think that single-player games should not have any type of loot box in it. Because, why? Why are you gonna try and get me to pay more for a game that I already spent $60 on? I understand if the game gives me the option to get certain things, but don't make it so that I have to pay for it in order to get it. I don't want to pay, like, give you like $5 worth of credits.
Where do you want to
only
go?
to get a chance to get like a super rare item. It's like they're trying to be Overwatch. Yeah, exactly.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Like you see Overwatch doing things, and all the loot boxes that comes from Overwatch, isn't it all cosmetic? Only cosmetic? I do have a feeling that in a few years loot boxes will be almost completely ruled out, or well no one is going to like you. You would think that loot boxes would, well, loot boxes already has like a bad taste in people's mouth already. Thank you, Battlefront 2. You did it down to the point where, and like, my thing is, the point that they made with loot boxes and the point that they made with microtransactions is, and the reason why certain things aren't in the game, such as like the Clone Wars era, but lo and behold, it's here now. We're getting Kenobi, and we're getting Grievous, and then we're getting Dooku, and then we're getting Obi-Wan. You know, people from the Clone Wars era. We can't do Clone Wars because we got to keep it in line with the story. We got to keep everything canon. And the reason why we're not making anything cosmetic in our loot boxes is because it would interfere with the canon. Cut to a video where you find Rey from The Force Awakens fighting Darth Maul on the Death Star. Yep, not breaking canon at all. Or having Yoda fight Darth Vader on Tatooine. Yep, not breaking canon at all. Or you could have the Emperor fighting Leia all the way over on Hoth. Yep, not breaking canon at all. So it was just a bunch of lies. You guys already know. And did I go too far? I think I went too far away from the place where the person was getting kidnapped. Rescue Nari from Raven. What? I could have gone just from right here? But I think I'm gonna finish harping on all these game developers. Ahsoka is also leaked in the voice lines with Grievous. That is the first time I've been able to read out a full comment in the loading screen and not have it interrupt me. Thank you for that. But having Ahsoka, I think I heard that Padme was supposed to be one of those voice lines for the eventuality of them being in the game as well. At least that's what I'm thinking. So if Ahsoka's in the lines, and hopefully we see Ahsoka, I wonder what versions of Ahsoka we'll see. Are we going to see her first version, like, and then the seasons after, and then her form, then the looks she has for Rebels, Ahsoka and Padme? Yeah. So I'm just wondering, are we going to be seeing all the versions of Ahsoka and all the versions of Padme, like her classic white battle suit, or the suit that she wears, I want to say, in the TV show? Speaking of Star Wars, I took a moment this week to read through the entirety of, I hope it's the late Clone Wars Ahsoka. So do I. I don't want super young Ahsoka, because people would probably like that too much. But older, late Clone Wars Ahsoka and possibly the Rebels version of Ahsoka would be nice. But speaking of Star Wars, I took a moment this week to read through the entirety of Darth Vader, the 25, all 25 of them, and I gotta say, they are very good. But the last one, I kinda didn't. Wow, you just straight up killed. You killed my people. How dare you? Oh wait, they're bandits. Never mind. Continue on with what you were doing. But reading that last chapter for Darth Vader in Vader number 25, I did not expect that. Rebels version of Ahsoka is pretty cool too, since she's a Grey Jedi. Yeah, if only the Jedi themselves were all Grey Jedis, they probably wouldn't have been purged. But no, we can't have any feelings. We can't have any attachments. Otherwise it'll compromise us and bring us closer to the dark side. All right, I gotta fight ghosts.
I don't have any choice.
I forgot that this place had ghosts. I forgot that you could actually fight and kill ghosts. Call me the Ghostbuster. You know, the good one. Did I see the Vader fan film? Dude, yes. I don't know why I didn't do a reaction on it. I didn't think twice about it, but I watched it, and I gotta say, it is worth every single million view that they have. Dude, how can fans? Well, actually, you know what? It doesn't surprise me that the fans made a better movie than both Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. How? Like, I felt more excitement in that fan film just by itself, and this is episode 1, which means that there could be more. Just watching through that by itself was a lot more entertaining for me than watching The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens. Now, sure, there were a couple of moments that I liked in both those films, but they were very, very, very few, and all of them pale. All of them pale in comparison to this fan film. And let me see what you said. Rebels version, yes. You know, attachments were not forbidden, but when Yoda became Grandmaster, he changed the code. Like, isn't that breaking the code? Oh, so Yoda was the one who said no attachments, but the Jedi beforehand were allowed to have, like, families and husbands and wives and everything? Yes, they did not have enough money to make it. I may say, I think she looks awesome with white lightsabers. Yes, they did not have enough money to make it whole. Okay. Okay, so let me just go in order here. Firstly, Yoda was the one who made the whole no attachment rule. And then secondly, yes, Ahsoka looks real good with her white lightsabers, especially when she's fighting Darth Vader. I had a lot of free time, so I looked through a whole compilation of Darth Vader in the Rebel series, because Darth Vader, Darth Maul, and Admiral Thrawn are literally the only great parts about Rebels that I highly like about the show. I mean, I'm only a big... it's the villains, they make the show. Otherwise, it's just another Disney animated slog through another TV series. So without Vader, Maul, and Thrawn, I honestly don't know if I would have watched the entirety of Rebels. And speaking of the Darth Vader fan film, I think the guy who's in charge of that film, he said that he had Disney's approval to do that fan film.
I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this.
Yes, that would be correct. Oh, I gotta kill that warlock dude down there. What did I learn? Kind's Peace, the ability to speak to animals
was that?
I love a good fight.
Ha! Found
No! Don't kill the person I'm supposed to rescue! If I fail this... I gotta kill him. I gotta kill him quickly. Don't kill the person I'm supposed to rescue!
You may have seen better days.
Whew. You alright?
Thank the divines. Let's move.
Magic through bars. I didn't want to risk hitting her. Now I gotta escort her back to Falkreath, and I think after that, that's when I'll get access to... my werewolf form. And what did that just trigger? It just triggered something. I'm looking around and there's not enough light for me to look. I really hope that it's not a trap that will kill her. Okay. Let's just take everything. Well, at least it sounded like it was a trap. Huh. Guess I was wrong. Time to leave. And I think y'all said something else. Sorry if I keep going back and forth, but this dang headset won't let me read everything. Yes, that is correct. Yoda thought it would be better so that their mind would be clearer, even though that's not true. Even the Grey Jedi, real Jedi in my mind, can have attachments. This is why I like Grey Jedi more. I would like to think that Qui-Gon Jinn was more so the greatest example of a Grey Jedi. He was willing to disobey the Council to train the Chosen One, Anakin Skywalker, even though their code forbid it. And then he was willing to go up against the Council and say, like, hey,
I'm sorry.
my guy is ready to be trained to be a knight. The Council's all like, no, we decide who's ready. But Qui-Gon was all, no, y'all wrong. Y'all need to... And then they didn't even want to believe that Anakin was supposed to be the Chosen One, and Qui-Gon was the only one with a clear enough head to see that he actually was. All the rest of the Jedi were just like so stubborn in their ways that they didn't want to pay attention. You alright? Alright, good. As soon as we get out of here, we're teleporting all the way to Falkreath, so that way we don't get mugged. Like, as much as I like Yoda because he's the most powerful, one of the most powerful Jedi ever, I feel like he was extremely blind, and some of his decisions led to, it just can't, it's the fact that Yoda said, like, no attachments. That literally came back to bite him in the butt when that same thing caused Anakin to go after Padme, who should be like a lot older than him, to be honest. Like, the first time she meets Anakin, Anakin's a kid and she's like a teenager. Then as they get older, Anakin doesn't catch up to her in age. He's still young and she gets older. So I'm wondering, like, Anakin is married to Padme, but Padme is like, what, several years older than he is? No one says anything about it at all. I don't mean in the movie because they didn't know, but outside of that relationship, no one thinks like, Padme was 14 in episode 1. And how old was Anakin? He was 8. So you mean to tell me that Padme was 6 years older than Anakin? All this time? Like, when you see them in Attack of the Clones, Anakin suddenly doesn't just catch up to her in age. He suddenly doesn't jump up 6 years. No, he's still young. While he's in his teenage years, she's already in her, what, her mid-20s? Already going on 30-some years old? And then when it gets even older, when it's in the Revenge of the Sith, he's already in his 20s and she's pushing like her mid-30s? This is a very, very minor thing that I'm bringing up right now, but still, No one really comments on how young and old both Anakin and Padme are in relation to each other. Like, Padme rocking a cradle just a tad, ain't she? Making sure I ain't missing no comments.
What do you need?
I'm ever so grateful. Please, give my regard to the rest of the companions.
Notes in the future. Don't wear this type of garb out in the open.
Shor's bones. Handsome man in Falkreath.
I'm good. That's actually horrible because Anakin was 16 in Attack of the Clones and 21 in Revenge. So that means that Padme was was literally 1 year away from being 30 years old by the end of Revenge of the Sith before she died, and Anakin was like in his 20s. Oh, but they're a loving couple. Sorry, this was a very minor thing to bring up, but I don't hear people talking about the age differences in Anakin and Padme. Like, we're in love. Age is not a number. Ooh, ooh, I love you, Anakin. I love you, Padme. It's just a very minor thing. Not as significant as finding out that Palpatine had his hand in creating Anakin. Because, and I'm gonna spoil it right here. If you haven't read the Darth Vader comic, I'm just gonna spoil it. You guys ready? I'm gonna spoil it. You guys ready? I'm gonna spoil it. I'm saying this until I see someone say, no, don't! But I'm not seeing it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about it. Okay, so, in Darth Vader number 25, we see Vader have his whole castle fully constructed, and it turns out that it's a nexus point that allows one in the dark side of the Force to literally rip a hole into time and space and allow them to peer into the fabric of time and space. So while Vader literally has a literal out-of-body experience, and he goes into this tear and he sees all the Jedi that he's fought, that he's sided with, like every single Jedi master and pivotal person in his life of the Council of the Jedi. He fights them as this like shrouded, limbless, dark side figure, and he fights them all. And as he goes into the Jedi Temple, he sees Padme, and he's all like, "We can be together. We can. I can save you." And it just turns out to be just an utter nightmare for him, because this aberration of Padme jumps off the balcony to have like a lightning bolt crash into her body, and it just causes her whole body to disintegrate. But this also happens after the fact that Anakin has ripples of his past show up in front of him. We see him as a kid. We see at a point in his life where he's standing by himself, in the shadow of what he would become in the future is just there, and then it's Darth Vader comes out of the shadow to grab him, and it turns out that Anakin was having a nightmare and then he was comforted by his mom Shmi. Then we cut to earlier in his life where Shmi is carrying Anakin, and who do we see shrouded behind Shmi? Using dark side Sith magic alchemy, whatever, to literally create Anakin in the middle of Shmi as he's being born. Like, there's a tagline called "The Chosen One," and it zooms into Shmi Skywalker's stomach, and it is a swirl of dark side energy into her stomach, and we see Palpatine himself just behind Shmi, as if he's manipulating and creating Anakin into Shmi Skywalker. So it is heavily implied in this one panel that Palpatine used the Force to create Anakin. So, while it's technically true that biologically Anakin has no father, through the Force, he does. And it's the very person that pretty much led him down to the path where he's in. So Anakin is like Jesus, kind of. That's an odd way to put it. But one could see it that way. Alright, let's get on with the gameplay. I can talk and play at the same time.
What brings you to me? So I hear. You brought honor to the companions. Skjor was looking for you before.
Alright, now's the time to become a werewolf. Things are about to get fun. Where are you, Skjor? Are you underneath my feet? Oh, there you are.
What are you doing that for?
I remember that when on the Xbox 360 it took a... Hold on, let me see. I won't tell if you don't want to know. Do you want to hear the rumor about Kylo? What's the rumor? Because at this point, I'm not quite as excited for the next Star Wars movie as I would have been, so I don't really see it as a major spoiler if it happens to be true. I remember when on the Xbox 360 it took a few quests to get to the werewolf. Yeah, but it only took me 2 quests. 3 actually. 1 to get the piece of Wuthred, and 2 to help out do some odd work, and now I'm here going to be talking to Skjor about, you wanted to see me?
All right then. Yes. But it's not for everyone. We will speak more.
Yep, here we go.
Until next time.
So now we just need to visit the Underforge at night.
Skjor says that I have the strength of Ysgramor, and my brother has his smarts.
And then we just wait a couple of hours. La 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 la. La 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 la. All right, everyone's gone to sleep. Now it's time to visit the Underforge and introduce myself to unbridled animalistic power. Oh, there you are. I take it I'm supposed to be waiting for you then. Hurry up, we ain't got all day. Speed it up. Speed it up. And I don't know if I missed anything. Oh no, I'm still good. I'm still good. Alright, they're there now.
Yella will be joining us shortly. Once she's inside, we can follow.
After you.
Are you prepared?
What is this place?
Here's all you need to know. Jorvaskr is the oldest building in Whiterun. The Skyforge was here long before it was. And the Underforge taps an ancient magic that is older than men or elves. We bring you here to make you stronger, new blood. Now let's move.
It's Lycan time! After you. Woo-doo-doo.
I'm glad you came. It's been a long time since we had a heart like yours among our numbers. That pitiful ceremony behind the hall does not befit warriors like us. You are due more honor than some calls and feasting. I would hope you recognize Ayla, even in this form.
No, because
She's
all
agreed to
werewolves
you for
look the same.
We do this in secret because Kodlak is too busy trying to throw away this great gift we've been granted. He thinks we've been cursed, but we've been blessed. How can something that gives this kind of prowess be a curse? So we take matters into our own hands.
Hi,
Reach the
Ayla.
heights of the companions. You must join with us in the shared blood of the wolf. Are you prepared to join your spirit with the beast world, friend?
Yes, that is the reason why we are here.
Very well.
Also, before I read your full comment, Goblin, I want you guys to see this. How ridiculous this is. Look at that blood just splat right in there. Partake! Ah! Werewolf hands! Werewolf hands!
Victory is yours, I submit!
Oh, I don't want to kill you. You were actually nice to me.
This ends now!
Oh my goodness! I just threw him off to the side. I just threw him off to the side like he was a rag doll. Yo, you normally weren't able to just randomly throw people that hard. Sure, you could throw them backwards a little bit, but I've never tossed someone that hard into the air before. And am I naked? I don't look naked.
I was starting to think you might never come back.
I think they may have fixed the
Yours was
bug.
not an easy transformation, but you're still
First
alive,
person
so
werewolf looks really weird. It
We
does.
even have a celebration
Specifically the hands.
There's a pack
They're
of werewolf
extremely
hunters
and
camped
abnormally
nearby
big.
At Gallows Rock. The Silver Hand. I think you've met them before. We're going to slaughter them. All of them. Lead on. Skior's already scouting ahead.
And now's the perfect time for me to use that level up. So I can get some more health.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm definitely gonna need it. I only have 130. I haven't boosted my guy yet. But it looks like... yeah, all my stuff is still on. Which means that the Ring of Hersine will never leave me. Which means that the ability to turn into a werewolf will always be available. And I never have to worry about my clothes coming off of me whenever I turn into a werewolf. I actually never understood that concept. But that just means that I can get the Ring of Hersine and everything will work out for me as a werewolf now. I can become a werewolf whenever I want. Let's make you a favorite. I wonder, can I use the Berserker Rage and the werewolf form at the same time? I come for you!
That's what you want, huh? Come on, you
Go ahead and feed, increase werewolf progress. And go ahead and feed on a dude that's down here. Because I could possibly go through this entire area and never leave my werewolf form. Look at the size of these hands! My, what big hands you have! The better to claw you and maul you to death with, my dear. Did I see the rumor? No, I didn't see the rumor. I was waiting on you to tell me about it. Oh wait, I knocked him down here. It is weird that I can make that gesture with this. Ooh, does this mean that I can operate doors? Ooh, operating doors. Please tell me that I can operate doors and switches a lot easier now. I did tell. Oh, wait. Hold on. I didn't actually look at what you... I didn't see the rest of what you said about Kylo being in contact with Vader. I was too occupied with the werewolf thing. Hold on. Let me open up this door.
Look at this. Cowards must have locked...
Okay. Let me read what you just said. Alright, the rumor has been that Kylo has been in contact with Darth Revan or has read his text to guide him, hence the likeness in the mask. So, you're saying that Kylo Ren could have been talking to a long-dead Sith Lord, and that's the reason why his mask looked like that? But he also aspired to be like his grandfather, so maybe that's the reason why both his mask looks like a mixture between Revan's and Vader's. The Vader part is something that I've come to suspect, but if that's true... Oh, I think I've made something quite they've made something quite overpowered with the werewolf now. Since the game does not cap how fast you can move with your attacks. Ah! Okay, getting that close up to a werewolf that is running up on him.
By the smell.
Hi.
Some can't separate
Oh
the
boy,
animal from
that is
themselves.
tense.
Go
That
Baron.
doesn't feel...
This poor sod could have been anyone. We should keep moving.
You just ran up all in my face. I forgot that a werewolf doesn't... It moves fast. And I can't eat you yet. Oh, speaking of which, since we're werewolves, we now have access to perks. Bestial strength. But what I'm going to do is get towards savage feeding, which will allow me to feed off of anything, which will help increase my perks for being a werewolf. So in order to get access to those perks, so we'll go to Animal Vigor next, 100 points bonus to health and stamina in beast form, then Gorging, and then Savage Feeding. These are necessary because it'll help me increase my skills. Did I do that? Oh, that was her. Thank you. Then feed on him.
That it? That your best?
Don't put your hands on a lady, that's rude. Hold on, let me use my werewolf hands complete with Look at these claws. I can't pick up anything in werewolf form, but you don't need to, because you're eating people.
Someone there?
Oh, so that's how I toss them. I gotta backhand them. I can't just go full on try and claw them out of the way. I gotta literally knock them away from them. Werewolf perk available. Alright, so we got another perk. Onwards to Animal Vigor. And it increased my health. Alright, we got more health. Let me read what you said before we continue on with this massacre. Alright, yes, since Vader became good, so it would not make sense to train in the dark side. People think it's the dark... It's the Darth Revan, since Revan was split up into two, Darth Revan and a light side Revan. It's really interesting, but it also makes sense. Even Darth Bane said that Darth Revan was one of the only Sith to know real power, not rage, but knowledge. Interesting. And also, welcome from Russia. Hope you enjoy yourself while you're here. Y'all show them some love, people. Y'all know I love having people from different countries coming into my stream sometimes. I know there's someone up there. Let's find them. We are playing as a werewolf in Skyrim. At least a werewolf in Skyrim in VR. Like, look at this. I'm in my werewolf form right now. This is... Oh, I T-posed him. I T-posed him. Wait, does that mean I can't eat him?
What was that?
I can't eat him now. But I can eat him though. Okay, that's obviously got to be locked.
We're getting close now. Be careful. Their leader is a tricky one. They call her the Skinner. I don't think I need to tell you why.
I'm trying to backhand you. Is the VR version also remastered? I want to say... Don't eat people, it's terrible. Hold on a quick second. So what do you think, Q? I would like to know your thoughts on this. Let me do a quick read through that again. Hey, is the VR version also remastered? It has all the DLC that comes with it, if that's what you mean. The only difference is the graphics-wise, it doesn't have all the capabilities of the special edition of Skyrim on the PS4, Xbox One, but it does have all the DLC, but it doesn't have access to mods or the Creation Club.
Bastards. Somehow they managed to kill Skior.
And also, I gotta eat people because that's gonna be the only way that I actually can level up my werewolf form. So I'll eat the bandits. I won't eat Skior, even though I could, but I'll only eat bad people. You know, like Venom. What's our first target?
Good that you're so eager. I've caught wind
but my
of the
thoughts on the whole Kylo Ren been
sniffing
talking to
around
the ghost of Revan.
If you can sneak into their camp and steal their plans,
It's actually
you'll
quite
have the advantage.
interesting. Like, maybe that's the reason why he chose to take down Snoke, because maybe Snoke didn't know as much as Revan, and Kylo might have saw himself, you know, as a waste of time to follow after Snoke, because Snoke didn't know as much as Revan. So maybe that's the reason why he killed Snoke. That's what I meant. Graphics upgrade. I'm gonna say that it's kinda... It doesn't have all of the same graphical upgrades that the special edition Skyrim has. Because there's no god rays, there's no like super high fidelity. I feel like this is like the base version of Skyrim. Like, I'm talking with werewolf hands. But I feel like this is the base version of Skyrim, but made for VR. So the base version, I mean, is a PS3, Xbox 360, and basic PC. So that's pretty much what it is. I never thought that I would be having such an in-depth conversation playing as a werewolf using hand gestures. If you will eat people in Russia, you will get great problems with the police. Yeah, but luckily luckily this werewolf is only in like the fantasy world of Skyrim, so we don't need to worry about the Russian police coming after me. I think that when Kylo was talking to Vader, he was actually talking to Dark Revan. So when he was saying, I will finish what you started, what was Revan doing that could prompt, if that's the case, then what was Revan doing that would prompt Kylo to say that to him? It's an interesting thought, really. And I think I still have some time on my transformation. So let's see if we can go back out.
What was that?
Come out of there. I don't want to get close to that werewolf because it freaks me out. Come here.
Victory!
Wait, what am I saying? I'm a werewolf. Yeah! Nom 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 nom. Being a werewolf is gonna come in handy because I can toss people off places. Ow! But this is also where I'm actually supposed to be going. I don't know why I went back up these stairs again. I think I still got some time on my transformation. Let's find a way out, because I think I got severely turned around. I got turned around somewhere. This way. This place is like a maze. Ah, here we go. Here's the exit. Alright, let's find some undeserving people. Revan had actually his own Sith Order, so that it would be really interesting. Dang it, it's loading screen! Do you think it's worth getting, even if I've already played the... Hold on. I really wish that the VR would let me see everything everybody's saying. Okay, first Goblin. Revan had his own Sith Order, so that it would be really interesting. So it could be something with that. That would be awesome, because that Sith Order spread through the galaxy. And Ken says, well, firstly, Ken, sorry I didn't say hi to you before. Welcome. Hope you enjoy yourself. Do you think it's worth getting, even if I've already played the original game? Dude, this is coming from someone who's played the base game, who's played the game on PS3, who's played the game on Xbox, who's played the game on PC, who has played the game... I have bought this game 7 times. The PS3 version, the Xbox 360 version, the Legendary Edition for PS3 that has all the DLC and everything with it, the PC version, and this version, and the Enhanced Edition as well. So, needless to say, playing it in VR is nothing like playing it regular with a controller. The Revan Order went into hiding to protect Revan's secrets. So, yes, I played Skyrim I don't know how many times, but playing in VR is like playing it fresh for the first time all over again. Like, playing this game in VR, there's certain things you can do that you normally wouldn't be able to do playing it in, with a regular controller. And I can't eat you yet, so I need to find some other people. But yes, playing it in VR is very, very worth it. I just wish that they went this route with Fallout, because I would love to play Fallout in first person. I need to get Savage Feeding so I can literally eat on everything. Mammoths, giants. Because the only thing I can really eat on is people. And I think there are some people up this way. I want to say. And since I have a lot of stamina... Yes, there's people here! Peoples! Yo, peoples! Please tell me I get a perk.
Picked a bad...
This dude's trying to beat up on me while I'm feeding. Yep, this is the bandit area. We got a werewolf perk. Alright. Now we just need one more, then I'll be able to feed on everything, and this will help speed up my leveling. Alright, feeding heals twice as much health. Good. Good. Alright, this is looking a lot more fun. This means that there are probably a lot more bandits in this area. And the funny thing is that Revan actually was in the time when the first crossguard lightsaber came to be. You know what? Let me just stop this real quick so I can read everything that you say. Oh, I got a bandit down there. Hi, you will be my afternoon snack. Okay. This could be really, really awesome, but it's only a rumor, sadly. And the funny thing is that Revan actually was in the time when the first crossguard lightsabers came to be around that time. So maybe Kylo's actually been speaking to the ghost of Revan. I've only played Doom VFR so far. What other VR games do I recommend? Super Hot. Super Hot is extremely good, and I just started playing Borderlands 2 for the VR as well. I didn't think it would be as much fun as I was thinking, but it is fun. It really is fun, especially like when because there are certain mechanics that they've added due to it being a VR game, such as BAMP time, which is their new slow time that integrates itself into the skills of the characters of Borderlands that enable you to essentially... Oh, I have never hit someone that hard before. I have never knocked a person away that far before. That is awesome. But Borderlands 2, there's a mechanic called BAMP time, which is essentially slow time. Since when could you knock someone this far? Really hope that this rumor is true. Feed on you, get myself my next perk. But Borderlands 2, I mean, it's something like I got a stream of it. This was a stream I did on Christmas Eve, playing the game as Zero, and it's very unique. The only thing about Borderlands 2 VR is it's just the base game. No co-op, no Krieg or Gage, no DLC, just the base game. So it's just a single player experience. But I'm just wondering, how does one play through the whole Terramorphous DLC? Well, I mean, not the Terramorphous DLC, but how does one play through...
I'm gonna find whoever did this.
You mean me? Oh, great. Now I hit him so many times, he's literally T-posed. So I guess I can't hit him too many times, otherwise they go in that stance. I'm waiting for it to tell me that I got a perk. Every time you eat on a human, you get 30 seconds added to your overall time. Like, why does he appear like this? Hey! 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 I know you're dead, but come on, bruh. What controllers are you using? Move controllers. Not the classic ones for the PS3, where one hand there's like a little joystick. I'm using just two of the move controllers that have the lights on the end. These are the controllers that I'm moving. This is the controllers that I'm pretty sure might only work with VR. But yeah, I'm using two motion controllers because it gives me a lot more freedom. Like, you can't do any of this with just like a regular game controller. Like, I'll show you in a sec. There's certain things that you can't do with a controller. Like, if I wanted to gesture to that body right there, then you can't do that with a controller. You can look at it, but you can't gesture to it. Like, ladies and gentlemen, you cannot do gestures as a werewolf. You can't do like enunciations or quote-unquote gestures with a regular controller. I wonder, if I hit him enough times, will he T-pose as well? Or is it select few? I think it might be select few. Alright, let's find another settlement. And I got a lot of stamina. And werewolves are faster than horses, so I'm literally the fastest thing in the game now. So with all the humans that I've eaten, I've got a whole bunch of minutes where I can just... And the werewolf is not doing these hand movements. I am. See? Of course, his claws go like that when you're running in full sprint. But it's just me doing this. So now we need to find another place. I need to get my hands on the Ring of Hircine so I can always turn into a werewolf at any given time. Or I could just find a little small town with some people in it. And when you're a werewolf, you're not attacked by wolves. Ironic, I know. Alright, so we got a path here. More humans.
You picked it.
Feed on them, get my 30 seconds back. It would be cool to play with you sometime on Battlefield 2. Yeah, I'll probably have to get it again. I just wish that you could play co-op in arcade. Not split screen, just play like online with people in arcade. Like, just have a regular session of just playing with your friends. Not like you gotta go into multiplayer in order to play with them. Doom 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 doom. I'm going to find you and pull out your spine. Ooh, I got an idea. I'll eat on him real quick. Then I'll see if I can knock him off here. Ooh, ooh, ooh! There we go. Now this wasn't a big fall, but I guess he had weak bones. Weak bones. Yo! I wonder where you went. You fell off? You fell to your death? What is wrong with you? But now you know what this means. We got another perk, which means time for that savage feeding, which now means I can literally eat anything now, not just humans. Mammoths, yaks, cows, whatever it is, I can eat it now. Which means I will always be topped off for health so long as there are animals and creatures ready for me to consume. Fuel in the tank. And there's a bandit chief somewhere. So let's find them, kill them, eat them, then move on. And I can remain a werewolf for an exceedingly long period of time. Like, if I just keep feeding, I literally have to make myself wait in order to get out of my werewolf form. Don't run down those stairs. Don't run down those stairs. Told you. People just don't listen. But I got me some filet mignon. Filet mignon, human style. Too bad you can't see how long this power lasts, but I'm pretty sure I can stay in this form for a very long time. And if we were going the route of... Ooh. You picked a very bad place to die. Oh! It's good! Yo, you were not able to launch people this far by throwing them as a werewolf in the base game. Having move controllers is fun. But now it's time to get my snack, my quarry, I mean my lunch. Now it's time to reap some benefits. Where did you go? Oh, wonderful snack of mine. Nom nom nom. It's ridiculous, it really is. But now we can go out into the world and pretty much do whatever we want.
The way I see it, Eddie, we can do whatever we want.
Seriously. So now, let's see if we can find some more people. Since I got savage feeding, let's see how I do against mammoths and giants. Where's a giant? Perfect! Woo! Okay. I didn't even know I had that strength. Did you know? I didn't know. Oh. Ooh, boy. Oh. Whew. I almost died. I forgot. I don't have any sort of armor rating, so the damage I take is the full brunt type of damage. Who are all these scams calling my phone?
I don't know you.
Be gone, scam! I'm playing a game as a werewolf. You're disturbing me. Can add that number to the block list. So I can consume everything that's been around him, and then I can eat this mammoth. Alright, let's see if we can find anything else. I can really stay as this werewolf for as long as I want to. I'll try to avoid any civilian populations, mainly like regular townsfolk, because just in case there's a mission, I kind of don't want to kill the townspeople in there. We only kill those that are deserving. Really bad people. And it looks like I found some more.
Time to end this little game.
Normally these bandits would be dead if you sided with either the Imperials or the Stormcloaks, as they come to this place to get the Jagged Crown. But since I'm not pursuing either one of those quests for this character, it enables me to feed with impunity. And I can't go back to Whiterun like this, because it might cause a few problems. Some not so serious, but others that might raise a few red flags. No, I was just about to feed on you. Okay, I found a glitch in the game that can be annoying. Sometimes enemies will reset their T-pose position. That'll keep you from actually consuming the person that you kill. So that's kind of a downside. Not too big of a downside to detract from being a werewolf, mind you. Haha, but it's not enough to stop me! Actually, what time is it? It is 1:09. Huh, not bad. I might mess around with being a werewolf a little bit more. And then I'll probably call it a day. That way I can look at other things and game a little bit more. I've been playing a lot of Kingdom Hearts and Earth Defense Force. Specifically Earth Defense Force 5. Do not eat giants, otherwise you will become fat. Oh, don't worry. One more level and my assault is max. Hold up, what is that rolling? Random skeleton out here? What you doing out here? You're gonna get chilled to the bone. Seriously though, what are you doing out here? Why are you all the way out here? This is the first time I've seen a random skeleton just out in the cold, just walking. I found that weird. But let's move on to another area. Oh, that's why you were over here. You were fighting a Vigilus Stendar. Well, thank you for the free meal. And there should be an area over here. I'm not going over there, but I'll come up here. There should be an area around here that has some, it's like a tar pit. It's like a tar pit of some kind. And there's usually 2 bandits up there. Just want to go up there and say hi. It should be around here somewhere. There it is. 2 free bandit snacks. I don't have to do any of these hand motions. They don't enhance how fast I move. There's one way to separate the pack. Knock one dude away and then consume the other guy. And I just killed him on impact. Let's feed on him before his body T-poses. And I got another perk. And I could put it into the totems. Werewolf Howl of Fear affects even higher level characters. Oh right, I forgot. I could roar. But we're going to put this into strength. So that way giants won't beat up on us as bad. And I can do that and I can scare the people around me. And there should be a mammoth. Can I eat on this mammoth? Nope, because it's a set piece. It's not an actual tangible object I can interact with. Alright, we got another giant camp up here. So let's go ahead and say hi to them. Since I'm playing it, so this is what a werewolf looks like when you're playing as him. Look, Ma, I'm not running on all 4s, even though my hands look like they are, even though it's odd looking. Oh, there you are. Alright, that adds 15 seconds to your overall time bloodlust counter. He got up, spent around, and fell right back dead. See? Right there. Right there. What a waste. But humans give me more experience overall, but being able to eat everything just means that I can just eat everything. I didn't mean to knock him off the mountain. But if I knock him off, whoa! Oh, he's dead. He is dead. He is not coming back. He is not coming back. Alright, who else is here? Anybody here? Doesn't look like it. And since I'm seeing all these places, I haven't been to Blackreach in such a long time. I think that giants can fly. With my help, they can. And we got a whole bandit settlement here. There's usually like either Stormcloaks or Imperials here, but since it's just me, I get a whole buffet to myself.
What was that?
Ooh, human kebab. Ooh, I got him. I knocked him away and killed him in the same swing. Why are you running? They got friends in there, so we'll take out everyone here, and then we'll go inside and say hi to everybody. Who else do we got? Should be up here somewhere. Let's find them. Little pigs, where are you, little pigs?
I knew I'd Come on, you.
Ooh! I love the fact that you can do jump attacks in this game. You're not restricted to being on the ground in order to attack someone. It's so much fun. Alright. Let's go inside. Alright, going into Fort Dunstad. Feed on him, and feed on you. You missed, but I didn't. These guys really don't stand a chance against me. Now, granted, I'm playing on novice, and this would probably be a little bit harder if I played it on a harder difficulty, but I'm just enjoying the reverie of this right now. Alright, already fed on you. Use my supernatural ability to feed on you through the bars. Hey, I got a new perk! Let's see if anyone else is here. Let's go ahead and put more into strength. Feed on you before your friends come in. Oh, those are the only people. Can I go through the bar? I technically can go through the bars, but the game won't let me. So how did I kill that skeever then? If it won't let me go through the bars. If I can't kill you, then run in fear. Oh, I can. Sweet! I'm supernaturally enhanced! Oh, the door was open the whole time. I wonder how the Vampire Lord is going to play. Which means I'll probably have to get one of my characters farther along into the Dawnguard story in order to get to that point. So expect the next stream I do of Skyrim to be about the Vampire Lord and seeing how that plays in VR. So this location is closed down. Everyone's cleared out. Let's go to the next part of this area. Because there's another part. Over there! This is actually the prison area. They're your friends, don't eat them. Skeevers aren't my friends, they're rats.
Huh? What was that?
I just booped him on the head and that was it. We got someone making their way over?
Guess I was just here.
Who's making their way over?
What was that?
Can't wait to count out your...
He didn't make it. I was trying to position him so I could hit the switch and make him fall over. Ooh! That would kill a normal person in the Underworld movies. Having their head bust up against the wall like that. I'm a lichen! Dude, how is my toss strength this strength wasn't in the base game? I love tossing people, it's so much fun. Alright, so I ate you, and I ate you. There shouldn't be anybody else. The only downside about being a werewolf, being in a werewolf form, is that you can't pick up items or open chests or anything. So even if I was to find like a whole big gear set, then I wouldn't be able to interact with it until I came out of my werewolf form. Alright, that's another consumed human down. And that leads back into Skyrim. There's some money up there. Alright, where are those skeevers at? Oh, it's probably locked. That's the reason why. Wish I seen that switch earlier, otherwise I would have used it. Alright. Looks like everyone's dead in here. So I'll choose this as my little rest area for my little werewolf. And let's see how long I have to wait in order for my form to cease. You can't wait when enemies are nearby. Okay, so it looks like I can't even wait here to try and get out of my werewolf form. Which means that we now have to go inside. Well, outside. So... oh, I wonder, have I been up there? I wonder, did I miss some people? Commander's quarters, yes, I missed some people. I think.
Is someone there?
Come here. Let us talk. Woman to wolf. As I look you in the face, know that it was me who struck you down. And with all this consuming, I wonder. Alright, since there's no one left, let's try and wait it out. Alright, so I've consumed a lot of people. Let's see if, how long. Let's see. Let me wait 3 in-game hours and see if that takes me out of my werewolf form. Nope. Normally waiting 1 hour after being a werewolf would take you right back, but I guess I've eaten so many people and so many creatures that it's extended my time past the hours of the game. Alright, 3 more hours. Okay, there we go. Now I'm human again. So 6 in-game hours is how long it would have taken me for my werewolf form to officially wear off. So that's something. But no one else here. We did it! Lo hicimos! So, with that being said, I'm gonna end it here for today. Just wanted to showcase being a werewolf in VR. Next up, I'll be showcasing the Vampire Lord. So we'll be working on that next. So, hope you all enjoyed. I cannot wait to see you all in the next video. So have a fantastic day. And once again, as always, later, peoples! And my hand is hovering off screen.